Hey there, so here I have three instruments which are kind of in your budget. Let's start directly. So I already played a little bit, and so far I think this one is kind of my favorite. But yeah, you will hear and check. So here is this one for the wood quality. Wood quality is pretty great. It feels very heavy, so definitely the wood is very I would say solid. I would say we have the tail in ebony. We have a very thick fingerboard in ebony as well. This is also, I think, maybe not, this is birch but painted one very nicely. And here we have the peg in solid birch as well, with the design here. And actually the horse head is also really nice in my opinion. So you have it like that. Okay, so let's hear this little beauty and see how it sounds. Up. So I guess that, as you can hear, the sound is very open. The balance is really good between the two strings. The sound is very bright, even though there is quite a nice amount of bass. It has a lot of medium, and the treble are not too present, so there is a very nice balance of the sound between the bass, the medium, and the treble on this one. So definitely, in my opinion, this is a very great instrument. So I think I will lock this one, but let's check the two other. So the second one here. Okay, so just for the wood, well, it's a little bit more simple than the first one. So yeah, nothing too crazy to talk about here. We still have the ebony tail, the ebony fingerboard, and well, the horse head is pretty interesting. So it's a little bit reddish. The color is a little bit reddish, as you can see. So the mane is pretty nice. The horse is pretty cool. and we have ebony pegs on this one. I think that I like the previous pegs better. Those one are a little bit stiff in hand. They turn perfectly, but they are a little bit more like might be a little bit painful over time. For the sound. So I guess you can hear, well, the volume and all that is really good, but the sound is a little bit, it's a little bit inside, a little bit like that. It sounds a little bit like that. So the sound is a little bit back in the back, kind of. So it's a little bit mute in a way. So there is a lot of bass. There is almost no treble on this one. It's very it really has a very mute sound. So a lot of bass, a little bit of medium, and almost no treble. So compared to the previous one, yeah, it has a very mute sound. So so yeah, basically this instrument is pretty nice if you play only kind of the lower octave, but once you get higher in the note, it kind of sound it's not gonna sound that great in my opinion. So for me, I prefer the first one so far. But if you really like the full of bass, then this one is maybe a little bit more suitable for you. It depends on what you want to play. I would say the first one has more option in terms of playing because it's more balanced in the lower, medium, and higher octave, and the sound is more balanced. This one is more like to play mostly the lowest octave in my opinion, and going up is not that, it's not gonna be that interesting. So let's see the last one. Okay. So so here we have the instrument like that. So the wood is a little bit more interesting than the previous one, kind of similar to the first one. We have ebony tail, nice ebony fingerboard. Same for, we have like, it's kind of just like the first one, except that the pegs are in ebony here. And for the horse head, we have something like that. So also pretty nice horse head here. So yeah, the mane is really nice. Actually, it's almost it's pretty similar to the first one. The first one is a little bit more wild, and this one is a little bit more clean, I would say. So well, let's hear the sound. It sounds pretty interesting in my opinion. Oh, that's, there is some. Okay, so let's hear the sound. Well, so I would say that this one is kind of in between the first one and the second one. It's still a little bit mute, in my opinion. It's not as open as the first one. It's still a little bit mute, but it's much better than the second one. So in my opinion, this one no need. Then it's gonna be, in my opinion, between this one and the first one. So the price is 1,000,008, 2,000,000, 2,200,000. So this one might be a little bit above your budget, but it might still suit kind of. And the first one is like totally in your budget. So well. Then so yeah, I'm not sure which one you will like the most. For me, it's between the first one and the third one, this one. So well, I'm not sure which one to lock. Maybe I will lock this one for you, just in case, but you can still choose either this one or this one as you want. So well, that's it for this little test video. I hope that you will like it and we can get in touch. See ya.